Aloha and welcome to this introduction module for ICS 314. And in the introduction module, I want to provide mostly a bunch of readings that help orient you to this class. Readings actually in the Maria sense, because there's actually a bunch of several screencasts, including this one, that you'll be watching. You can click on this link to find out more about the grading for this class. There are laptop requirements. I talk about this in the PowerPoint, but here's an easier way to access the laptop specifications. And then I alluded to this athletic approach to software engineering. You can read through this page to learn more about how that works. It's fairly simple. This page also talks about how the kind of the rhythm that's going to be established in this class. We meet on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So modules generally start on Friday, and you'll go over the materials over the weekend. On Tuesday, there'll be kind of a preliminary assessment of how well you've learned the material. By Wednesday, pretty much everything is done, and then on Thursday, we're going to have a WOD that actually assesses how well you learned the material from the previous week, and then we'll continue with the next. It's important to learn. There's a lot of screen class in this class, a lot of videos, 40, 50 videos you'll be watching over the course of the semester. Generally, they're not that long. They're maybe hopefully only 10 or 15 minutes long, but it requires you to be highly focused while you're watching them. And so this goes through some of the ways that I've discovered over time that can really help you understand how to watch screencasts and really acquire the material. Then there's some stuff about what it's like to learn programming, why it's important to learn to write, what you should dress like to be a world-class programmer, and go through those as well. There's two things that I want you to actually do. Make sure that your environment is set up and that you're using the right email address for me. And then I want you to join the Google discussion group that we'll be using for this class and post a reply to this message that introduces yourself. So don't create a new posting, but actually click on this and then click on the reply link. Now remember that this is an invitation-only group, so that you're going to have to actually request admission, and then I have to respond to that. So give yourself some time before the deadline, at least a couple days before the deadline, to actually do this assignment. The other thing I want to really note about this is that a lot of people, they don't set their settings up correctly so that they receive emails immediately when there's a posting to this group. That's vitally important, because I will, sometimes I'll post things and you'll need to know about this 6 or 12 hours in advance of whatever is happening. Okay, so I expect you guys to be checking your email at least once a day in this class, and I expect that when I send something to the discussion group, everybody in the class will have received it within a day. Okay, at the most, if not even earlier. So make sure this is the primary communication for the class. Make sure that's set up correctly, and you'll save yourself a lot of problems. Okay, so that's the introduction module. Read through all this stuff. It's not hard, and then we'll shift immediately into the first real module of the class, which is professional persona.